What it do, baby boo? It's your boy, your host, your favorite host across all podcasts, across all platforms. I am your host, Cam Williamson, the Gangster of Love. Amazing to be here with you. I bring back my self-appointed title of the Gangster of Love because today, well, that's what we're talking about, yeah? L is for the way you look at me. Guys, limerence versus true love. What is limerence? Limerence is love addiction. You're addicted to love. You old hopeless romantic you. You old son of a gun you that constantly and for whatever reason seems to throw your life into tizzy for those you love or the things you love. You wild outcast you son of a gun. You out there searching for your soul fire and you being out there living your purpose. You rascal. Let's talk about it. So, the twin flame journey, we've talked about it a few times. I've been delving in it. I've been playing in it. I've been, doing what I do. I stick my toe in and then I dive head first all the way in. And then I experience the world as it is. I've been called a shapeshifter of sorts. A chameleon where I inherit all that it is. I become it so that way I can understand it. And I take what I understand and I run with what I agree with. And then I take the parts that I don't understand and I try to understand more. And I drop the parts of it that make absolutely no sense. So, limerence is love addiction. Can you be love addicted? Wow, that's heavy. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? What is it, right? So we have tons of ideas. Love is when you get married. Is it? People get married and they fall out of love all the time. So marriage isn't love. Love is what you have for your kids. Well, I love my kids different than I love people I'm in romantic relationships with. So that can't be love. Is love the feeling we have towards God and the universe and everything that puts us here? They better be, or else you're going to be in real trouble, right? So, okay, we've now understood love is a spectrum, and it holds different meanings depending on where you're at. So, love is what? Home. If we try to look at it from every different aspect, love is always home. Love is always what you look at, feel, connect to, see, experience, think, and put out that is genuine to you in everything that you know yourself to be. Not the name that comes with the face, that comes with the clothes, that comes with the titles, that comes with the jobs, not those things. When you close your eyes and the show starts to play and you see everything for the way it would be if you could put your ultimate best self out into the world, what would that look like? Everything entwined in that is love. So how you treat people, the people that you need to help fulfill your full soul mission. And I think that's why it hurts when we lose people, right? And this is where the twin flame dynamic comes in. Two people find each other and they have that connection where they, as it said in the Wedding Crashers, love is only the soul's recognition of its counterpoint in another.
True love is your soul's recognition of its counterpoint in another.
Or its counterpart in another, right? And I believe, though that's a comedy movie, that's a very deep and philosophical line, because how true is that? Love is only your soul recognizing itself or something that's a part of it in something else. Now, yeah, that could be seen as very selfish. Well, you only love what's a part of you. Well, if you don't care, and we see this in love all the time, if you don't care, and if you don't have the passion, or if the passion can't be maintained, or if two people or a person in a situation, if those two things can't keep elevating one another and continuously going together, it might have been a part of a journey where you got infatuated by something or someone or a hobby or whatever it is. You took the parts of it that worked for you and you found the benefits. And hey, I get what some people are talking about here, but all this faddish type stuff, I think I'm going to leave that for the people that want to identify with that and make that who they are. I don't want to make that who I am. I want to take that, grow from it, and learn. That's love. Self-love. Because you're willing to look at situations for what they are. See, how does this serve my only purpose here on life, on earth, which is to live life and live it to its fullest and be everything I can be for everyone around me. Where the criticism of the twin flame dynamic comes in is it got popular to be seen, twin flame, as someone desperately clinging on to this person, and if I don't get them back, then my life sucks forever and I'm fucked and everything's terrible. That's desperation. That's pathetic, and that is not self-love, and that is vibrating at the lowest frequency you could possibly be vibrating on, which is completely lacking of love, completely lacking of passion, completely lacking of what's real, completely running away from what you know to be inside of your heart, right? Now, why is love so often criticized, and why do we put love on such a bottom shelf in our life, right? We value our job and our material clothes and our cars and what schools our kids go to and what our parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and the people on Facebook, what do they think about my life? What am I portraying love or the picture of love? Do I have one person that looks like this and two people that look like this, and we're all in matching things, and we take the picture, and now people think I'm in love? Even though every day when I log off, I got to hit this, or I got to smoke this, or I got to do all these things to convince myself that I'm happy, only so my soul isn't searching for the highest point to jump off of. Because my soul is trying to tell my body that this life isn't worth living anymore. Where I'm going through the mundaneness of bullshit, and I'm connecting with people and I'm doing things, but I'm not doing anything. I'm just being another fucking thing that just does things. So limerence could be seen as love addiction, which to me is just something manufactured, another thing manufactured by people to try to tell other people this is who you are and what you should be doing and what you should care about and what you should invest your time in. Hey, how about everybody mind their own motherfucking business? We got so fucking far away from that. And I think that is the biggest problem with social media, with the phones and the internet and all this stuff, is we forgot that the most successful and happy people in the world don't engage in that shit. They don't engage. They don't put their life out there because why? People will judge it and they'll criticize it, and it's really not for other people to judge and criticize because nobody has to lay in the quiet depths of silence of your life but you. Matthew McConaughey says it best. It does not matter who you go to bed with every night. You ultimately sleep alone every single night. You have to lay in your bed by yourself behind your two eyes and go, am I truly living the life that I love? Do I do things in a way that even though I may not have my whole soul tribe with me all the time, and I may not feel great all the time, and sure, I have moments of doubt, and there are times when the universe is not handing me things that feel in line with what I think my life should look like, but that is the mystery of life, right? And if you can't be in love with the mystery that life is and all that it could bring you, good and bad, well, then you're just holding on to this fear of all the bad that could happen. You resonate with that, so you stay this little small version of yourself to please other people. And so that way you can say, well, maybe this way I'm at least guaranteed to make it another day. Make it another day to what? So you can do this shit all over again? So you can not chase what you love and figure it the fuck out? You might chase it and crash and burn hard and go, fuck, that was not meant for me at all. but you tried. How often do we hear, and how much, the funny thing about cliche stuff is we call it cliche, which we think implies stupid or useless or arbitrary. Cliche does not mean any of those things. Cliche just means common. It's a common thing that people say, which is on people's deathbed, their biggest regret is all the things they didn't do because you're out of time. You don't have more time on this planet. Once you take on this, you only get the time that this gets. So you can only experience the things you allow yourself to experience. You sitting around and going, oh, I really like experiencing this while I'm meditating, and this is nice, this is good. Well, if that's the only place you're dedicated to experiencing that, that's the only place you're going to. You have to open your eyes and be willing to be in love with the mystery of this universe and all that it entails, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and not give a fuck what anyone thinks about it. You only have to care with the results that you live with and how you treat other people. What impact do you make on this world? If love leads you there, well, fuck, man, I'm having a hard time finding a problem in that. If you found the twin flame journey, maybe through an unhealthy manner, but it leads you to the truth, are we not winning all the same? We get so caught up. Well, people think I'm losing my fucking mind, and people think this, and oh my God, what if people actually think, and what if they put this together that I... Whoa. Who gives a fuck? That person's probably as miserable as you think you are currently. So let's just let everyone be who the fuck they are and figure out how to truly love themselves the best way that they can. And if you just don't judge anyone for anything they do, you just vibrate within the frequency that you vibrate in as who the fuck you are as a person, I don't see how it goes bad, no. I love you. And I mean that. And when I say that, it could be a love addiction because I would do anything for any one of y'all if I could. That's who I am as a person, but that's what my soul mission is to connect to people that, have deep hurt in their life. Ooh, almost knocked my microphone over at the last second. Who have deep hurt in their life, who don't understand why they feel the way they feel, and who feel like they're outcasts for being the way that they are, especially when the way that you are is just pure love. It's just pure, unfiltered, raw-ass love trying to express itself, and sometimes that gets messy. Don't apologize for that. Don't apologize for that. You might have to apologize for some things you say. You might have to apologize for the way you act sometimes, because we're still human, and, we bug, we trip, we do, especially in love. It's emotional. You bug, and you fuck up, and you do all kinds of stuff. Always leave things open, right? Always, when you fuck up, admit you fucked up, and then be willing to learn and grow, just like in anything else. And that's how things mend, and that's how things are fixed, and that's how people heal, and that's how things grow forward, and they don't stay stagnant in the same place. When people remain open to whatever, the full possibility of life, that's when miracles happen. That's when true love is found. That's when careers are made. That's when life explodes in creativity and life itself. I love you guys so much. If you made it this far, please thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell so you see everything as soon as I drop it. Check out the Road to Redemption podcast.com for all of our merch. This is our official Road to Redemption studio merch. I'll show you real quick. This is the official, so that you guys can grab all the R2R gear over at the Road to Redemption podcast.com, as well as our Violently Caffeinated line, as well as our Moon Phases and Mental Health design that's over there now. They're all great. They're fantastic. You'll love them. They're all comfy. This is hands down the favorite hoodie I've ever had in my entire life. The hood's perfect. Keeps you nice and warm. The kangaroo pouch does what it's supposed to do. Fucking masks. I love you guys. I'm out.